Welcome, 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 beautiful hearts. We are so pleased to be in this sacred space with you. Thank you for joining us as we gather in a transmission for quantum wealth. I'm Loren Gailey, and I would like to introduce to you Alyssa Jane. Together, we are here to give a transmission today, a frequency shift for your quantum field connection to your wealth. This is all about your feeling of wealth and how you generate that and you generate a vision within. Hi, Alyssa. Welcome.
Hi, Loren. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. This will be a powerful time together. I'm very excited. Thank you.
We are excited as well. And so I would like some people in our Zoom audience to go ahead and share a success story. What is a success story of you manifesting out of the blue? Share that with us in the chat if you'd like, or you could raise your hand and share with us later. But this is really important. And I think one of the things that um, I overcame was an awareness of poverty consciousness. Alyssa, what do you think about poverty consciousness? This is what could be programmed in so many of us, but we have no idea it's there, right?
Yeah, yeah. And when we're really thinking about the idea of wealth, poverty, let's talk about it in quantum terms. That's what we're here to do so that we really understand it. And when we think of it in that way, then we can grasp it more fully.
Mhm.
So the simplicity of the balance of the energy on this planet is not in balance. The divine feminine flame has not been in her full glory on this earth for maybe millions of years. So, as the feminine and masculine are out of balance, that is the root of poverty consciousness.
Mm. Yes, out of balance. Okay, so we can balance this within us. That's really important and really key. And experiences, now that you shared that aspect, yeah, I remember an incident of the programming of poverty consciousness, and I call it my rainbow sandals story. And as an adult, I actually was able to have those rainbow sandals. I bought them with my friend, Deb, Alita Grace, and I looked down at my feet and I did a full loop and I recalled that these were the sandals. They looked almost identical, or it just brought up that memory of those rainbow sandals when I was 6 years old. And there they were on my feet. And that was such a healing moment because I was able to wear those rainbow sandals that my stepdad made my mom take back to the store when I was 6 years old. And I was crying because it was like, no, I already wore them outside. You can't take them back. I knew that little part. And I still had to take them back. And that pain had me grow up as a teenager, never liking shoes, never wanting shoes, not caring about shoes. Now I wear flip-flops and I really only have about 10 pairs of shoes. Well, some people can go all over, right? But that was really interesting of how that poverty consciousness came about. And so then after I had that awareness, that was actually happening alongside something happened in my life where my husband and we wanted to really generate wealth consciousness. So we took an inventory and we looked at everything, all the beliefs that we had, all the ways that we showed up in the world. It was all poverty consciousness. And he had come from a family that was quite wealthy at one point in their life. They lived in a giant house, but they gave it all up to go live in a small cabin in Chautauqua Park in Boulder, Colorado, because they wanted to be in the beauty. And so, by my husband, by the time he was the youngest of six children, he too had that behavior of poverty consciousness. So together, we worked through it together. And there's a funny story about a car that we had, and I won't go into it. It was a very long story. But then I realized that it's not just him with that belief system, but I supported that belief system. So this goes deep into who we meet in our lives, who we align with in our lives. And it's really very interesting. And isn't this interesting, Alyssa? When we look at two people growing up in the same hometown, I'm going to use my husband and his tennis buddy as an example. They both grew up since, junior high school together, and they were friends. They both grew up. But because of the way that they were raised, one is just automatically wired for success and has been very successful, but yet the other person has these challenges and struggles. Why is it that one person can just show up and seemingly manifest everything and all the doors seem to open? It's a vibration. It's a way we use our words. And so, for you, Alyssa, when we look at the words, it's almost like it goes into, um, I can't, or I don't have money. I can't afford it. I hear other people in my circle say, I'm broke. Payday's tomorrow. I'm broke until then. No, 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 no. We don't say that anymore. So, before we get into a transmission that you're going to lead, and I'll be here as well, I wanted to say some games, some things that we can do to shift our money. So one thing that I learned as we were going through poverty consciousness, breaking the words, the habits, the behaviors, the feelings of being without money, is I went I I got rid of all my credit cards and I went to the grocery store with cash, and I had to relearn the value of money in the grocery store. And this was at a time when my son was still in diapers. So here it was. I said, I have $100 this week for the grocery store. Nowadays, that won't get us very far. But back then, in the year 2002, $100 was what I had. And I learned, I broke my behavior of going to the grocery store and filling up my cart. Or let's not even talk about places like Costco, where you fill up your cart, these bulk stores, and you buy these bulk buying things because you think you're saving money, but are you ever really going to use all that? What I learned from taking $100 bill to the store was the value of that cash. Now, instead of buying a, $16 thing of spice, I bought a little thing of spice. Or instead of buying a giant thing of laundry detergent, I bought a little thing of laundry detergent. And I had to pay for diapers, right? And those were expensive. They still are expensive. So diapers would take $25 out of that $100 bill.
Yeah.
So I just share that because if anyone is in a situation, I would say put cash. Always keep cash in your possession, okay? Keep cash in your possession. Stash it. Stash your cash. Bless that stash. Bless it. Put a crystal on it. You could put a little statue on it. You could put a poem, a prayer on it. Bless your stash of cash. And then the other thing is always carry $100 bill in your purse, in your wallet, on you. It can be folded up and it could be tucked away. But you know what that does? You're never going to say, I have no money or I can't afford it. All right. That's just a little tool with the vibration, a little play on the frequency, because you aren't allowed to say, I can't afford it. So if you want to spend that $100, you have it right there. And I know that sounds a little intangible, but it really is powerful. And I still carry it. And I encourage everyone, whoever I meet, just take that money, pay yourself first, give yourself, get some cash, right? Because going through, if we don't have, I'm not going to go into too much of what it means to be broke or poor in America, but it actually costs money to be poor. And that is an atrocity. The non-sufficient fund fees in a bank account, those should be illegal. So don't get caught up in that. Learn to manage that. Always pull some cash for yourself. Again, I just want to say that that vibration will shift your vibration just by being in your present. And there's a lot more that we can do, from going to tipping, how we tip, how we share our money, use the power of repetitive numbers when we tip, right? Tip $1.11, right? Or $2.02, or $10.10, or $11.11. That's going to catch the attention of the person receiving that, and it's going to open their eyes or actually make a little crack, because
Yes.
the waiters are looking for their amount. And I want to just share one last thing. My husband's dad, part of the programming of him, would always, when he took us out to dinner, he would always tally up the bill and make it end up, like, if it's $88, he would always, 88 and some cents, he would always tally it up to be an even, perfect, clean number, 100.00. So that means the waiter got X amount in change, right? And so it's like, wow, shift that, shift it. What about just making it that number, for the repetitive number, for the energy that is behind it? And it goes out and it circles. And Alyssa, you do something as well. Every income that you get, you bless. This is Patricia Diane Cota Robles. She's got a beautiful abundance program as well. But there's something about blessing the money. So those are my stories for now. Do you want to add anything onto this?
So much coming in as you're sharing. This is just so expansive. And when you talked about tipping in sacred numbers, I got a big activation there. So the idea of playing with the mathematics of the universe as a code for opening the doorways to abundance. And that is something in the 3D that unlocks gifts for us. Now, I want to back up a little bit before I talk about my blessing game, because as we are talking about the quantum and the story of the rainbow sandals, and it's just my heart, and I know all of us, our hearts are opening. We can all relate and connect to ourselves or a family member at some time that felt that, or the feeling that you can't give a little one in your life what they want. That's very challenging when you see a little person upset and you can't afford to get them what they want, right? So I know we all can relate to this story. Now, when we're thinking of the quantum energy of this planet, it is so simple. This universe, it is the active electric, and we could call this the masculine energy, and then the magnetic frequency, the negative, the feminine energy, two poles to this. Now, the action is the giving. The masculine is about giving, right action, beautiful action. And the feminine is about receiving. So when we now can understand there's an imbalance on the planet, and then talking about the story of your husband, Tom, and his friend, okay, why are some of us not as attuned for receptivity? Okay. And I think it's over 75% of lottery winners, when they win their money, they spend it all within a year. Gone, right?
Same
It could
with
be 90%.
inheritances. Same with inheritances as well. There's a similar number. It's gone within 5 years.
Yes.
Why?
This, right? This is an energy that we're all working with within this program of we're not worthy.
Mm.
We're not worthy. So the idea of holding $100 bill in your wallet and practicing having it with you all the time, that's a worthiness game, right? So there's a lot of pieces to this, and we're going to play games. We're going to learn how to play with money, because it's just a game. That's what this life
Right.
is about, and we're going to win it, right?
Yeah.
That's what we came here to do. And when we understand that we have come in with these magnetic programs, electric programs, then we can dissect them. Then we can understand, oh, the abundance is right there, but I'm not willing to receive it because I don't think I'm good enough. Or I think it has to look like this. It has to be like this, right? We have so many stories around what we think our time and money is worth because it's been
Yes.
ingrained.
Yeah.
Now, beautiful. There's a beautiful success story. We're going to get to that, Nora. Thank you, Goddess. And as we're looking at the world without judgment or negative critical eyes, but let us all understand what's happening. A very small population, a very small amount of people own all the wealth on this planet in this 3D timeline right now, at this present moment, right? Because there's infinite timelines. And Loren and I are going to teach all of you how to jump into the successful timelines. Okay. So, but let us have this awareness that there's an imbalance on the planet. And when we can understand what we came into, we're going to be able to navigate it really easily. And let us not judge the money and judge the people who are in possession of it more than others. That's a big tool for us. Our critical judgment creates boulders that stops more money from coming to us. Okay? So we want to try to be in a place of non-judgment, non-resistance. Now, as you were talking about the $100 bill, Neville Goddard says, if you can smell money, you immediately align with it and receive it. Let us all together, as a group, let us all practice with our Claire Alliance. I'm feeling it as much in the ears, the nose, the third eye, the mouth. Let's taste money. Let's smell the coins, the bills, dirty bills, new bills, old bills.
You know, there's a resistance coming up, which is very important. And that is that I think that money is dirty. I'm smelling dirty money. So, okay, let's let that go and enjoy the smell of money without judgment,
I
right?
love that. I love that,
Oh,
Loren. And
wow.
each
Wow.
one of you is being held and in an alchemical container for our time together, and there'll be integration. So everything coming up, let it surface. It will be alchemicalized. Thank you, Loren, because what you're feeling is collective.
Or when we touch coins and then our fingers, after we count coins and our fingers are dirty, we have to love that. We have to love the circulation. Smell the
Mm.
money. Okay, smelling the money, bypassing or dissolving any of the resistance of the negativity. That's interesting that that came up.
Oh, thank you, everyone. As we're doing this together, we are alchemicalizing some deep rooted programs, and especially these are from childhood and the
Mhm.
lineages before us where money was in paper and coins more than crypto, digital. Okay, very good. We're making a beautiful bridge here, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. And before I get into how I bless the money, I want to talk about our voice as our magic wand and how we have to be so careful because Loren, you were so brilliantly saying this, right? It's so easy to say, yeah, I'm broke, I don't have enough, right? And we hear it with the family and the friends around us. We see it around us, people using their voice. As I am a priestess, a teacher of sacred sexuality, sacred sexual energy is equal to money energy. It is identical. Now, the money energy as sacred sexual energy is also directly connected to our throat chakra. And this is the magic of the way the body is set up. Through the circuitry, through the vagus nerve. And there's a very special connection between the voice and the sacred sexual creation powers. They are directly connected. And we can say the voice, the throat, is the yoni of the sacred goddess herself. Everything we're speaking are like little babies being created into the field. Okay, so as our voice is this sacred yoni of the cosmic mother and father, and it goes both ways, our sacred sexual power system is a creation of its own, a voice of its own, creating life. They interweave, they intermingle, they are one. So how are you using your words, beautiful hearts? And if you are using your words in ways that you don't like, well, know this. Low vibrational words are that, and they do not have as much power as high vibrational power statements. So we can easily turn that around. We can do it within a day. This is easy to do. We can change the way money comes in immediately by the way we speak about it. Now, whenever I receive money, and this is very Patricia Diane inspired, as well as all the beloved guides guiding me of how to play with our economy. I go into my heart, and within my heart, we have many heart temples within our heart. We all do. I've been developing these for years. I help others develop them. We're going to work with it today. We have a money temple. Each one of your money temples in your heart is lighting up right now as a beautiful light point. Let that light up through your breath, through your awareness. And this is your inner bank, your inner loan center, your inner credit system, your inner currency, your inner mining system, mining the minerals, the papers, the coins, the crypto, the treasures. You have it within you, within your heart space. It's lighting up right now. And when I receive money, I take a breath. I let myself have the visual journey. I enter the gates. It is guarded by a beautiful black bull as part of my lineage. I connect with this black bull head to head. It is a beautiful tree house. My inner bank, I call it the cash cow. It's a cash farm for me. It's got cows and bulls and animals. It's got many trees around the tree house that are growing money. I see them growing dollar bills. I'm crying right now as each one of you is expanding the inner currency on this planet right now through doing this inner work. We are printing the money through our inner economy, mining it, printing it. And I go into this beautiful temple. I go up the steps and into a higher elevated golden temple. I place whatever amount of money. If someone pays me, if I am gifted money, if I receive money, I see it. I let myself, with my mind's eye, see it in the bills. And I have a communication there directly with Source, Father, Mother, Goddess, God. And I say, Father, Mother, Goddess, God, thank you. I receive this money. I receive this abundance. And as I receive it, I bless it. I bless it that, and whoever's given it to me, or whatever company, or if it is a person, I say their name, I bring them in, I visualize them. And I bless this money that it ripple back to this person or institution 1,000 times, 1,000-fold. And I see it. I see it in my mind's eye. I add the zeros. I see it a few different ways. I see it as numbers, and I see it as piles of cash. And all of a sudden, when, say, someone gives you $200, well, now you're going to bless that to ripple back to them 1,000 times, 1,000-fold. Well, we just turned that into $200 million. And then I bring in the prayer, the highest level good for all and all, freedom and free will. is the container. And then I bring in the golden Ankh to upgrade the three Akashic records, the personal Akashic, the planetary source. And I take a moment and I let it go into the planet and I send gratitude. This is what I do whenever I receive money. And when I gift money, I do something very similar, but I stick with 10 times. So when I'm giving someone a gift of money where I'm not expecting an exchange, or if I just want to gift the money and I feel like this is a money gift and I'm going to receive, then I do 10 times. And I trust I will receive that amount 10 times coming back to me. So I love to give money. I give money all the time because it's really receiving. I've shared a lot there, Loren, so I'm going to let you now reflect before we go into our transmission. The time flies, but we have time now to go into success stories and to reflect because so much just came in.
Thank you for this. And this is an activation in itself as we put our attention on this and the way that we show up around money. I love that blessing story. That blessing story, the way that we share, when I pay employees, I've had a new little shift and a change, but for years I paid employees $1,111, like when they come in and or a contractor comes over and says the price is $200. It's $222. And we send that and we bless it. And we see that in the economy. So this is really important. Part of one little story of a manifesting story that I want to share, or a realization of wealth consciousness, how we the people are the economy. Let's remember this. We the people are the economy. So that this is our economy. When we go and we spend our money, we have to love spending our money. We have to love paying our bills. If we get angry, like that's the wrong thing to do. So a simple affirmation of I pay all my bills on time. And I'd like to share, I used this at one point in my life where I didn't pay all my bills on time. But I started saying that thanks to Abraham Hicks. I started saying that I pay all my bills on time. And guess what? I paid all my bills on time. There are angels, legions of angels that we can call to take care of our debt. I did that, and the only debt that I have is a mortgage, right? They will help. The angels will help. That's what you're doing, Alyssa. When you're blessing your money, it is being surrounded by angels. We can call on angels. I see in the chat, Caroline wants to manifest a new car. Maybe we can do a short little 2-minute meditation for that. But that is wonderful. We can do that. Yeah, we can totally do that. One thing that we need to remember is that we are millionaires. That word millionaire, let's look at that. We can say, oh, I want to be a millionaire. Now that word millionaire, that may make some of us bring up some feelings. That may bring up feelings like, oh, I hate millionaires. Or, oh, I'm never going to be a millionaire. Oh, how much money is, you know what I mean? It could bring up feelings of less than. So whatever that word millionaire does, I want you right now to feel this word millionaire and recognize you already are a millionaire. If you're less than 18 years old, maybe not. But if you're watching this, think about this. The money that you've spent coming and going, you've spent $1 million, right? We've all spent $1 million more, maybe. So let's just say we are all millionaires. Money flows, money flows, money comes, money goes. And one story that I want to share is as we were going through the big breaking of our poverty consciousness, it was bill after bill, car. It's a longer story than this. But after all these bills, after all these bills, after all these bills, then my car needed $1,200 of repair. And then my tires needed 4 new tires. And I was absolutely I could have been broken because it was so heavy in debt. And it was just like, how am I going to get out from under this? But I sat there as the car tires were being changed, and I saw the young guy changing the tires of his car, and I saw a vision. I saw him sitting in his kitchen, in his dining room table with a little baby in a high chair and his wife, and the food on the table came from the money that he received changing the tires. I saw the connection, and that to me opened my heart and allowed me to happily give this money to the company. It was a tire company that we all know, but he was an employee at the company, and he was changing his work of changing the tires of my car was literally feeding his family. Right now, I'm getting a strong buzz in this ear, and that tells me a higher self connection. So I just implore everyone, love the money that you spend every instant when you go to the grocery store. Love that. Don't think about it. Just love it and love what it's giving us. It's giving us good, healthy, organic food, right? And if you're choosing between this and that, organic or regular, go for the organic. Go for the rich things in our life. Go for that because that's supporting you, your physical vessel. You will be supported. Absolutely. So I just wanted to share you are a millionaire. You
Yes.
are a millionaire.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that is it. We've got some success stories. Let's do that right now. And it's going to probably trigger some other success stories. And then we're going to end in a transmission and leave you in this transmission. I want to do a 2-minute driving the car for our beautiful Caroline because she wants to play. But this is for all of us. And so we're going to do it in a little, we could call it a new car manifestation meditation, or we can call it a new house manifestation meditation, new clothes, new wardrobe. You could even put it to a new partner, right? We're going to do that in just a moment. It only takes 2 or 3 minutes. And then Alyssa's got a beautiful transmission with the guides and the higher beings. So let's say, all right, let's start with the first one. Do you want to read Nora's?
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing. Okay, Nora, I was triggered by my ex and our daughter dynamics. I quickly took charge and processed my emotions and thoughts over the course of a week, which included a court justice system situation for my daughter. That's very intense. I spread my wings and have been holding them both in the light. The scary stories were transmutated. My daughter responded in a beautiful, graceful way. This harmony and balance is opening up my sacred money magnetics. I know it's on its way beyond my imagination. Thank you, Alyssa Jane, for your loving support. Thank you, Nora, for sharing and inspiring.
She held them both in light. And there's another little a piece to this that I'd like to add. And Alyssa, you reminded me of this as well. Here in Costa Rica, where I am, I had an employee for almost 4 years. And in Costa Rica, they take care, they're socialist government and they look out for their people. Medical, it's really great. But they take care of their mothers. So mothers, single mothers, they really take care of their mothers and they take care of their employees. So as the employer, we have to pay a severance pay. If the person leaves or we terminate the employee, we have to, no matter what happens, they get like a month or 2 months severance pay. And so Alyssa, you said make sure that you bless that money. And it's like, of course, yes, yes. So I wrote a little prayer around it and I put it on a piece of paper and I wrote it in paper and then and it's all cash. And I put that around this little pile of cash. And it basically was like, this money, this money is blessed for your prosperity. Go and make something wonderful with your life and this money. Improve your life and the life of your loved ones. That's so powerful, isn't it? That's so powerful because the energetics, it allowed me to release the money without being angry or frustrated, because that's no good. But what happens is that allows this to return to us in a cyclical manner, right? It's a currency, a circular manner. And that's why when we say we pay all our bills on time, eventually the subconscious begins to believe that. And guess what? We show up paying our bills on time. And then there's other stories. There's banking tools that we can use, which it actually turned me into loving to pay my bills. Now I'm actually loving to pay my bills. It's been so easy. So there's really great things that we can do together in an advanced stage that allows us this positive energetic with money. Okay, another success story. Oh, okay, here's Caroline. She says, let's play. I want a new car. Mine is 20 years old and soon to be done. And if my dreams came through, I would have enough money, $1 million is what it costs, to buy land and build my modest home, pool, horses, etc. I love that. I love that, Caroline. So you're going to use this meditation. You're going to visualize that already in your possession. And she says, like Loren, I buy only what I love. I do carry $100 for years and have for years. And I practice Abraham Hicks money games. They're fun. That's so important. There's one in our advanced class that we teach. I'm really going to go into it because it turns us from the victim or the poverty one into philanthropists. We're looking out for other people because we have so much money. That's a fun one. No time for that one today. You guys may already know it. But let's say, before we do that meditation, I do want to share this story from Caroline that says, on my way to Australia last year, I found $2,000 in cash on the floor of the washroom. I stood by the door to wait for someone to claim, and no one came. I manifested this on one of my walks by the water in Canada before this trip. See, that's magic. And that could have been angelic as well.
Wow.
Okay.
Amazing, Caroline.
Amazing. All right, let's read this one. Okay. All right. So, and Caroline says, for years and years, I've played all the games of money. I've done the fun work, the hard work of deciphering my money story, the wonders, etc. Still, I live according to my pension. No extra for fun or heart desires. But see, you're still supported in this world, right? You're still supported. You're not homeless, right? You're still supported somehow. So, okay. Let's do a quick meditation. I'm going to turn on music. This is only 3 minutes. Okay, Alyssa? I think that'll give us enough time. Okay, let's go. I'm going to do a little bit of this music. So everyone close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes here. Close your eyes and just take a few deep breaths. Inhaling free and deep into your belly. And you're going to hold. Exhale, soften your body, soften, and relaxing. And one more time on your next inhale, breathe it into your heart, into the heart. Hold it at the top. Exhale, exhaling, relaxing the body. Let this frequency of the healing music relax you into deeper and feel this present moment. Every breath that you take releases tension from your body and brings you more into the present moment. We're not reaching for anything, not in the past, we're not in the future, we're here. Now, for Caroline, I'm going to imagine that car. For anyone else, imagine what it is that you wish to desire. Very quickly here, just imagine, let's, for this example, say it's a car. You're in that car. Imagine that you're behind the steering wheel. You can smell the newness, that new car smell. You can feel your hands on the steering wheel. You can hear the sound of the door closing, the click of the door, and the start of the engine. And you can feel this newness all around you. This is yours. This is your feeling of having it. Having it. It feels perfect. Now, feel this a little more. Feeling and sensing what it is you wish to manifest. You are supported, surrounded by the golden light of source energy. And this, your connection to your vision. You now experience this, whether it's in your car, you're driving this car now. If it's a new town that you want to live in, it's a new town. If it's a new home, a new place, a new apartment, you're in it. Feel it as if you already have it. And for Caroline, say, wow, I love my new car. Or say, I love my new home. I love this. And imagine other people, your neighbors, your family, saying to you, wow, I love your new car. Hear that. Believe it. Feel what that's like. All happiness. It is yours. And the frequency you hold right now is literally drawing your body to this. Know that this is your truth. This is already yours. Let the gratitude overflow in your heart for this item that you so heartfully desire. Anchor this feeling in your heart and know it is done. It is real. Now, don't forget this. Rest in this and allow it to carry you. Bring you to this imagine this. Every time you thank you, oh it is, oh it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And let us now, everyone, see the golden Ankh coming in, because we just did a powerful seed intention. Now let's upgrade the Akashics by bringing in the golden Ankh. And everyone, expand the arms of the Ankh out from your heart, your high heart personal Akashic upgrading. Anchor the tail, the legs of the Ankh into the planetary Akash upgrading, and expand the head of the Ankh above you into the field, spinning into Source Akash. There you go. We just did a timeline shift, everyone. I see Caroline with your sunglasses on, girl, having a great time in your car. Seeing Nora with her family, seeing everyone with fun activities, That was great, Loren, and we can all come back and do this again. And what I was seeing it for myself and others. That was amazing. Thank you, Loren.
And so we'll let the music continue. The frequency of the dolphins and whales who always hold us in our heart space and joy space. And actually now we have the tortoise. But let's continue because this is a frequency that we're already in. So Alyssa, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And let us continue now into this frequency. The beloved overlights are coming in more fully. Everyone's teams, guardian angels, guardian archangels, and everyone's financial wealth teams. Your abundance teams, your home teams, your car teams. Coming in now. Yes, everybody, they're ready. Your teams are ready. And as each one of you is surrounded by your ancestry, your lineages, your teams of light to support you, breathe into the technologies of your heart. Activate your body's atomic spin rate, choosing to spin it faster through your breath now. Each one of you is a steward of true divine abundance. Each one of you is a master on this planet and a leader of abundance. And as you align with this is your path for ascension. Everyone listening, you are a master of abundance. It is your birthright. And to fulfill your mission to the light, you must be in this receptivity and giving of the life force of God, Source Creator. And that is money. That is cash. That is your health. That is your relationships. That is your work. And it is also the cash flow. Everyone commanding and demanding this today in a new way. We are within the 8-8 portal time, still preparing tomorrow for another 8-8 numerology day. Everyone has been seeing your intentions of what you want. Let us also in this moment now, the guides are ready to help lift some old programming that does not serve each one of you now. And as the violet fire is coming in now from your heart, from the heart of Source Creator, through your heart, through your bodies, into your field, let yourself, yes, as the dolphins are singing, let your programming surface now and choose at least 3 programs that you're going to let surface now for alchemical transmutation, transformation. Breathing into the violet fire streaming through your heart now, flowing into your bodies, your chakras, your nadis. Breathe into this violet fire. See it with your mind's eye. Coming from your heart, and now the beloved overlights, Mother Isis, Lord Cthulhu, Ascended Master Saint Germain, Mother Akasha, Mother Hathor, Melchizedek, Archangel Raphael, many beloveds coming in now, the wealth consciousness team. And now they are helping to feed violet fire into your field. You are receiving it from your heart and from the field around you. Breathe in And let this programming surface now. Lack, limitation, not good enough, not enough time, bad circumstances, bad family. Let it surface. Crystal violet fire streaming through you now, your chakras, your nadis, your layers, your fields, wherever your electron blueprint is stamped, past, present, and future, receive it now. Receive it into your bank accounts, into any loans, any subscriptions, any mortgage, car payments, credit cards, every subscription you have. And let us, through this activation of light, we can let the planet and the family of humanity receive, if they choose, freedom and free will. And we can send this now to the banking system, the banks, the money. Let us send this violet fire to all the bills, to all the coins, to all the hidden money, past, present, and future denominations, all coins, all bills, denominations, receiving violet fire from your heart, from the hearts of the beloveds, from the field and the atmosphere. There is a great collective of dragons, violet fire dragons, circulating the planet now with this violet fire. And into the money, into the money itself and the crypto, the mining systems of money, past, present, and future. A violet fire, forgiving, transmutating, wrapping violet crystal light around every subatomic particle, around worth, money. And now it is going into the abuse of power, the abuse of self-worth, the abuse of sacred sexuality, the abuse of sex on this planet, the abuse of worth, gender, the abuse of selling money, the tears, the sadness, the frustration. Let us anchor in this violet fire through your intention, through your heart, and with your team. You're sending it to the planet. We have saturated the planet. We have saturated every bank, every investment firm, every connection to the trading systems of the world, and the abuse of power and the imbalance of worth on this planet. Saturated in the violet fire, flame of forgiveness. And we say thank you. Amen. Amen. And from this place, we welcome in now the golden ray to follow the violet wherever it has gone, past, present, and future. And it is circulating in your bodies, into your chakras, your nadis, your layers, past, present, and future, wherever your electron blueprint is stamped. That's it. Wherever your work is, wherever your creations have been. Into your bank account, golden light, golden fire from your heart and from the beloveds, feeding it into the atmosphere now, the golden dragons coming from inner earth, and the golden wings of, I'm hearing Elohim. That's it. Oh, that's it. Ooh. Oh, wrapping their golden wings around the planet and feeding the planet now, all the systems of money, all the bank accounts, all the denominations, all the coins, all the crypto, past, present, and future, all the hoarded treasures, Let the golden light stream from your heart now, as each one of you are as a fountain of golden light. And within the atmosphere of the planet is the template for abundance, prosperity, consciousness. It is the golden lotus within the golden pyramid, and each one of you are receiving this replica now into your heart of the golden lotus and the golden pyramid. And each one of you is a fountain streaming golden light, and how the geometries of the petals unite, wrap around the planet, and everyone, freedom and free will, can receive if they choose. And in this flooding of golden light, it is streaming to heal any abuse around money and self-worth. And as we are now in the saturation of golden fire, golden crystal liquid fire from your heart, your entire field, your toroidal, your Merkaba, your thread of divinity going up and down. And from this place, set your seed intentions now again. Plant them into the golden light. Tell your team, tell Source right now. You can speak it out loud. You can speak it within. And the guides want you to create an amount of money that you will be receiving with grace and ease within 3 months. What is the amount of money you're calling in monthly to receive? Claim it now. Claim it now. Claim it now. Oh, very good, very good. And it is the Venusian mothers and Mother Akash leading now to receive the rose pink ray of love, to follow the violet, the golden, wherever it has gone, past, present, and future, wherever your electron blueprint is stamped. And receive this now as a love balm, a love tincture. And let us send this love from your heart as the team of light sends it into the atmosphere, into your field. Let us love every part of the money system. All of the connections you have to it, your bank accounts, your subscriptions, your loans, your mortgages, your payments, your future payments that you're going to have the money to receive. God's money coming in, streaming in now. Let us love our ability to receive. Let us love what we're going to give. Let us send this love now into the potential and the opportunity. Look at how easy it is to receive money at this current moment on the planet. Someone can send you money and you can receive it instantly, right this second. Let's call an amount that you will receive today. Is it $5? Is it $500? Is it $5,000? And let's say together, using the word will, the blue ray, in this golden violet, rose pink energy, let us speak together an amount of money to receive today for faith that this works. I will receive $100 today. That's what I'm calling it. Say it 2 more times with me. I will receive this money today. I will receive this money today. Very good. Each one of you is a master. Each one of you is being asked to rise up within yourself of value and self-worth. And as you do this, you heal the circulation of energy on the planet. Each one of you is a master of money, and the money is frequency. Yes, beautiful hearts. Each one of you now being activated with your team of light around you, beloved Lord Cthulhu and Mother Isis are activating this electrical alchemical chamber around you. It is a golden orb. Each one is being held in a golden orb. It almost looks like an orange. Very beautiful. How long would you like this beautiful container around you? You get to decide right now. Yes, I'm hearing some of you 36 hours, some of you 7 days, some of you 7 weeks. Because you're ready for the new up-leveling. You're ready. You're committing to it today. And your family of light, your teams are committing this back to you. That's it. And we bring in the golden Ankh once again into our heart space, expanding the golden arms out, upgrading our personal Akashic records into the highest timelines of success. We anchor down the legs of the golden Ankh into the planet, into the center of the planet where Grandmother Whale holds the library of the planetary Akash, upgrading to the highest timelines for ourselves and the planet, and expanding the head of the Ankh above you into the field, letting it spin now, and it is upgrading Source Akash to the highest level good, freedom and free will. We give thanks. It is so. Amen. 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 Taking some breaths now, coming back to your space. Each one of you went so deep, and if you want to, you can stay in this space. But we have completed a beautiful, and I think it's 3:04 now here. That means it was 3:03 a second ago. Confirmation.
Confirmation. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this. Everyone, thank you too. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We rise in confidence, knowing that this is the work. We trust. Remember, trust is our surrender that the universe has our back. That's trust. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you. Beautiful comments coming in on this. Tina sees her motorhome with her Harley being towed behind it. Right on. Smell it. Feel the wind in your hair as you're riding that Harley. Okay, that was deep. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
I love that 22 pounds is what $1 million weighs. We can all imagine how a bag of money now feels in our hands. Yeah, and I can see it. Kevin, thank you for sharing your success story of how you only had $20 and you found $750 in the street when you were.
And it got to the Lazarus 3-day workshop. Yeah.
Wow, from New York City to Philadelphia. I love that. Money in the street. So we've had a few stories of finding money, and let's not judge that, right?
That's angelic in a way, right? That's angelic. That is, I know.
Magic.
Let's not judge it. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And I'm feeling the connection to everyone. I just want to share as Lord Sananda, Yeshua, Jesus is right here with all of us, and he is showing that story in the Bible of when it was time to pay the taxes. He said, get the fish and there'll be a coin in that fish's mouth. And when they got the fish and a gold coin came out, he said, now pay what Caesar is due. We are meant to pay what we need to pay. We are meant to be taken care of. It is our birthright.
Abundance is our birthright. Absolutely. Abundance is a birthright. Thank you, everyone, for being here, for receiving this, for taking your vibration into a quantum prosperity, quantum wealth frequency. We are working with the subconscious mind here, and it is powerful. There's a lot of that deep programming that needs to be done as we anchor in the newer frequency, what we want to have, what we want to feel. So we invite you as well to listen to this again, that transmission. It's all here. It's on YouTube. It's going to be immediately available. And we also want to invite you to come with us into a deeper experience. Alyssa and I have prepared something for this community, for our group. 3 hours to activate wealth codes, to rewrite our money story. You know, it's like the story that I showed today. I had to discover that myself, the rainbow sandals. And it was something that was just so, maybe to others, not anything of a big deal, but for me, it was a very big deal. And all through my life, never wanting shoes, and then finally having those shoes and breaking that cycle, breaking through that subconscious programming. That's what we want to have you do as well. And we've got a beautiful offering. It's supported by the frequencies of plant music and some activations and actually some coded artwork. Alyssa, can you share more on the extra bonuses that go with this course?
Yes, I'm so excited. And I can say too that as I'm sitting here side by side with each of you and now teaching with Loren, Loren was my teacher years ago. You are a master at manifestation. You are a money master.
Mm-hmm.
You have done it, sister. And you've done it in a spiritual way. We can call this spiritual entrepreneurship. So I thank you, Loren. And it is such an honor to teach about this and to help others because we're all going to get there together. Okay? We're going to do it. Yeah. My heart's really opening. Oh, and we have some beautiful activated artwork that last year in Shasta, when I came home, I was guided to bring in the sacred rays, the 7 sacred rays, into containers that we can work with, that I could work with, that I could help others work with. And so I created artwork, Flower of Life, beautiful Flower of Life artwork that I've hand done. Oh, it's interesting. Some come up and some don't. There's the violet is really showing. And then I brought these templates into the planet. They are anchored within the crystalline grid lines. Specifically, it was the Magdalens that came in and really helped activate these, as well as many other guides and teams. The Magdalens are the caretakers for the elementals. They help us birth creation. Really, my heart is opening so much. So these templates, the 7 sacred rays, are created as a piece of artwork, and they hold with them all the energy of the ray itself, its lineage, its Kohan, its archangels, its Elohim, and their retreats. It holds so much for you to tap into a portal. And then it allows us, because sacred geometry is bringing everything into order, the flower of life itself is the way cells create. It is the way a baby forms, the way an embryo forms. It's the way everything forms in that pattern, the flower of life. So when we have the flower of life around us, we bring energy into form. So having them in your field, whether you see them or don't see them, is so powerful for creation. And then learning how to work with these 7 rays of creation. They are our tools. So we'll talk about this. Also, as you were saying before, sending a gift of money to someone and then writing a prayer on it. You can print out the templates, write prayers on them, send them to people, and they are so much more powerful. Send them the resurrection ray. This is the resurrection ray. Send them the white diamond ray. Send them, if they need healing energy, the emerald fire ray with a note that says, "You're going to feel better soon. I love you." We also have plant music medicine that, along with the templates, the guides and the Magdalens have activated 4 songs to help us with abundance, to prepare us, to help us with our self-love, our self-acceptance, a clearing series, and the money tree. There's more. I can't think of it all right now, but when we come together, we're going to have the time to be intimate. So this is for people working on your business, calling in money just for the sake of having great money, whether you want it to be business oriented or not. Come. We will have time to talk. This will be an intimate time to really work together. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, here we go. This is an intimate time of joy and fun, and I'm dropping the link in the Zoom box now. And we really are excited for this. It's a time to share with us as well, and to actually work with any beliefs that you may have, because it's also a belief buster. Other times it helps others to see the belief. Like my own beliefs that I had, I thought it was just my husband. But then I realized, no, I'm married to him and I helped him with that decision. It's our decision. And so it's all of our beliefs and how we as a group may help you dissolve some program that you have. I
Yes.
see in our chat that Tina went through a deep release in this process. She felt a deep release of unworthiness. That's huge. That unworthiness feeling is very deep. It has many layers. She says she thought she already cleared that out. And now she's feeling a major shift on her belief of money. Instead of it causing harm, it now brings extreme joy. This is deep. When we look at others and we are like, right? Or they have so much money, that's bad. We have to enjoy the way that money flows, and we have to twist it inside of us, turn it inside of us when we see someone with wealth, instead of judging it, saying, wow, look what money can do. Look what money can do. Another thing as we close here is when we're looking at New Earth and we're looking at our planet and they're saying, ooh, the economy. Do the math on one NFL football game at one stadium, one Sunday or Thursday, whatever. One NFL football game. Do the math. It's billions, billions from the concessions, hot dogs, Cokes that they sell. It's billions, billions. That's one. What if we as a society pulled our money together in that similar way to purchase community things, to purchase, instead of a developer coming in and building a big megaplex shopping center, what if the local people wanted it to be a park, a beautiful park? The local people could come together, pool money together. These are options that we think of when we create from the quantum wealth field. We now are thinking about how we can put our money in a big way to help what we want. So I really believe as the world is shifting and as things are shifting, when we come together in community, this is where we can begin to come up with ideas like that, and it's going to get fun. So we invite you to join us, share with us, come into this sacred space with us, and let us know how we can help you. This is when it gets really fun, don't you think, Alyssa?
Yes. And it gets fun when we're together doing it, right? I was so excited today. And the feeling of coming together with everyone, I can't tell you. I get excited for days now of like, ooh, what's going to happen when we all come together? So I am really looking forward to this time, but I'm looking forward to knowing that within the weeks before, each one of you are going to see results from the work we did today. So reach out to Loren and I with success stories from what we did today. If you have a reflection in the next week or two, I would love to hear it. I know what we did today was big. Thank you, everyone, for stepping up. Thank you for taking the time, because that is your greatest currency.
Thank you for sharing your currency of love and sharing your currency with love and bringing currency to you with love. It really is our time to bring it in. We love you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Alyssa.
Thank you, Loren, and I love you all so much. Thank you so much.
Have a beautiful day, beautiful hearts. Thank you again. Namaste.
Namaste.
Bye.
This has been a presentation of New Earth One Network, your home for New Earth living. Access information, education, and videos on living from the heart in Unity Consciousness. Visit newearth1.com.